Right, what we're going to talk to you about now is a basic pitch. Now pitch is one that actually flights more than it runs. So what happens here, we want a little bit of cocking in the actual action. With the chip we add all hinge. With the pitch it's a combination of cock and the wrist hinge. So a combination. So if you watch very carefully as we go back, that's at a point where there's no real wrist cock, and as we go beyond that first movement, then the wrist cock. Now we're into the pitching mode when the wrist's cock. With that natural force wanting to fall, we've got to make sure we don't react to that. We've got to move it into a position where the club will fall down and allow us the momentum force to pick the ball up. So a very simple pitch is move the club through position so there's no real movement in the wrist cock until about hip height, then the wrist cock. Now as we're coming back, we move the club back into this natural force where it uncocks. So it's a very simple wrist cock, wrist uncock. You know, simple as that really.
Pitching can be with a 52, a 54, or 56. And I wanted to explain how we design that particular wedge. And we have a positive bounce angle, meaning the trailing edge is lower than the leading edge. If I go like this, like Peter is addressing the club, the trailing edge is lower. This is the shortest club in the bag, the wedges, and Peter is very steep with that attack angle. And you don't want to hit the ground with the leading edge. You want to hit it with the sole. And because of his cock and the hinge action, he gets steep away from the ball and comes down from this position and uses the sole of the club. And this skids. You notice there wasn't any divot here. He's skidding and hitting the ball first, not the big ball, not the earth, the little ball first, and this afterwards, after the ball. And that creates spin on the ball, okay, creates friction by hitting down on it, and actually bottoms out just after the ball.